and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Since I've been doing a lot of hair tutorials and makeup tutorials and things like that lately, I thought I would do another tag because I feel like in those videos you guys get to know me a little bit more, and since I've been doing my channel for quite a few months now, that would be nice if you was to know me a little bit more, and then you know you can sort of hang around for my other videos too. So basically the 10 Little Secrets tag is, of course, it's self-explanatory, it's 10 little secrets that I'm going to be telling you guys. I'm going to be reading the 10 questions off of my phone, so if you do see me look down, that's what I'm going to be looking at, just to let you know. So yeah, let's just get started. The first question is, what product makes you feel like $1 million? I do love my products, and as you all know, you can probably guess, because I have this channel, I'm really into like beauty and fashion and things like that, and I just love trying out new products, and you never know when you're going to find your next new favourite. So I just feel like putting a little bit of perfume on really makes you just feel complete. I don't know about other girls, or if it's just me or what, I mean even guys as well, like aftershave or whatever the case may be, but I just find like that little bit of perfume really just makes me feel like I'm ready. And there's been one perfume that has had my attention for like the past year now. It's been my favourite perfume, and I've actually got a bottle of it here. It is empty, but I've got another new bottle that I need to open and get stuck into. But the favourite perfume is Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. I absolutely love this perfume, and if I had to pick one product, this would be the one that would make me feel like $1 million, and I'd go for it every single time above any other product. It just smells amazing. It's got like a vanilla undertone to it. It's a deep smell, but then it's just got the softness of the vanilla. Everything about it, I just love it. It's got more than one layer to it, if that makes sense. So it's like a really complex scent. It's got like an after scent as well, which is the vanilla, which you'll smell, and if you haven't smelled it, you have to try it. And yeah, it's just kind of got like an undertone spice to it as well. So this one definitely makes me feel like $1 million. The second question is, what's your skincare secret? Maybe a passed down skincare tip. I wouldn't really say I've been told a skincare tip which I've started to follow, or one that's been passed down to me or anything like that. But I do have my own skincare tips that I would like to give you guys. The first and foremost thing that I have noticed completely cleared my skin up, this was a couple of years ago now. I basically, you know, I used to like snacking and having fizzy drinks and that. I mean, who doesn't, you know? I've never really been one to have a lot of spots or anything like that, but I just decided to make the choice to cut back on those sort of things, not for any particular reason other than just the fact that I wanted to be a little bit more healthier. So I did decide to cut down on fizzy drinks, snacking, and I decided to increase my intake of water by a lot. It just works. Water is the way to just keep your skin looking its best, keeping it soft, supple, keeping it free from spots. I mean, of course you are going to get the odd breakout because everybody does, but it has reduced it a lot. I could just leave you with one tip today. It would be definitely to increase your intake of water. And I'm not saying by any means that you can't have any fizzy drinks, you can't have like the naughty treat, because I do every now and again, but that's what I mean. I do every now and again. It's not all the time, it's in moderation. And after a while, I have to be honest with you, you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Going back to the skincare, if I could only give you one tip, I would have to say water all the way. You have 2 skincare secrets, and the second one I'm sure you've also heard, but it is cleansing. Now recently I have been going big on skincare routines. If you've read any of the posts on my blog recently, you'll know that I've been trying out a ton of skincare products by different brands and trying to find the right one that suits my skin best. I like to just use products just to remove my makeup and make sure it's all removed properly, not leaving any bacteria on the skin or clogging up any of my pores. I mean, of course you are going to have a little bit of bacteria because again, that is the nature of skin, but it's just reducing it down to minimise breakouts. So the products I have actually been loving lately is this mask. This one was actually sent to me. The pot here, it's a mask by Evolve Organic Beauty, and the scent of this is raw cocoa and coconut, and I don't really want to undo it because it's it's not really messy, but I don't want to waste it because it's only a little pot. But yeah, they did send this over to me, and basically it's just like a little liquid in there. It doesn't really feel like a mask. It's got those little grains in there that I don't know what the proper word is, but like not microbeads in there, but it's that sort of texture, and they're a lot smaller, and it's just like little rough grains from like the formula. yeah, it just kind of works as like a really softening mask. And my skin, I'll tell you, after I've used this mask, it's never felt so soft and fresh, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, Evolve Organic Beauty, for sending that over to me. I really love this product. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been using to keep my skin soft and clear. This is one of the products that I have been using to actually remove my makeup before I start applying masks and things like that. Keeping your skin clear and healthy, you also need something that's going to remove any makeup, any dirt, any excess oil that has basically built up throughout the day. So it is a dream for removing makeup. It just comes off straight away. And basically I like to use one pump to remove makeup on the whole face, so it does last you a really long time. You could still have remaining bits of makeup on your skin, so I like to just do another clean pump, so I do it twice. Don't use all of these products at once, so don't feel that you have to go out and buy a load of different products and use them all every single night. Drinking water, looking after your skin, a proper skincare routine. You don't feel that you have to keep checking up on it. It kind of just does it on its own after a while. So this is the product that I've been using basically to keep my hair in its best shape. I want to give it time to settle in. So when you wash your hair with whatever product you're using, whether it's just a shampoo, conditioner, just the normal sort of things, you want to give it time to actually soak up. Because I found that before, I don't know if a lot of people do this, but when you're in a rush, I can understand, you do it pretty quickly, you don't really let it absorb into your hair or whatever. But more recently I have been using the technique of letting the shampoo or whatever's in my hair sort of soak up. I actually put it up in a clip while I do other things, and then I come back to it and wash it out. So if you're in the shower or whatever, you can just clip it up and just let it be there for 5 minutes and don't touch it, and that way your hair is really soaking up all the goodness from that shampoo. So yeah, I'd say they're kind of like my tips for hair really. It's just to make sure that the product has time to actually soak in and do its job, and then you might find that the product is actually a lot better than you thought it was. It might have just been that it wasn't having enough time to do what it needed to do to your hair, and only apply the conditioner to your ends, about halfway up I'd say, and try and avoid the roots with that. Okay, so question number 4 is quite an interesting one. Is what is your biggest diet rule? I would have to say for this one, I'm going to have to go back on touch on what I mentioned earlier. Like a lot of people, I'm sure, I used to just snack unnecessarily, and I kind of just found that this made me feel really sluggish, and I was just kind of eating things that were unnecessary and I didn't really need it. I was just eating out of boredom, and yeah, it wouldn't help my mood either. I'd feel quite down, and I didn't really have a lot of energy either. So at the time I would have been in school, and yeah, it just wasn't great. So I decided to make the change when I was actually in school, and I've left school now last year, but since then it has really helped also contribute to the clear skin. It's given me so much more energy, I feel happier. Obviously I'm not consuming as many calories, so I have noticed slight changes, not dramatic changes, but I have noticed that, you know, slight changes in the body for the better. I do feel healthier, and by me saying this, I'm not saying to you, you know, you can't go and have, if you want that bag of crisps or you want a chocolate bar, you can't have it. You've got to really watch what you're eating and things like that. I'm not saying that at all to you guys. I'm literally just saying that I decided to make the change because I recognised that I was sort of eating unnecessarily, and that doesn't mean that if I wanted, like, you know, a bag of crisps or whatever, I said to myself, do you know what, you can't have it. If I wanted it, I was going to have it. But the thing is that I monitored it for a while, and I reduced the amount of times that I would snack. And that meant that when I actually really wanted to, rather than just doing it because I felt like it, I really enjoyed it a lot more. I didn't take it for granted. So yeah, I did notice positive effects from it as well. And now, you know, it's just a part of my everyday life. I don't constantly think to myself, oh, you know, what have I eaten today? Have I counted my calories? I'm not someone to count my calories at all. So now I'm making choices for the better, and it's kind of just coming more naturally to me now. I'm not having to think about it. So that would be my diet secret, that you can have everything in moderation, and that does not mean depriving yourself. Okay, so question number 5 is, do I have any workout tips? As I mentioned in one of my vlogs a few weeks ago when I actually headed to London, Kensington, I did mention to you guys that I used to have quite a rigorous workout routine. I used to do it every other day, and then at one point it was every single day, and I did get really into it. And you know, I think that it was a really good choice for me to make at the time. Yeah, I really kind of needed it to deal with things like stress. The exercises really helped me, and it actually got to the point where I was doing it quite a lot. I actually started to look forward to it, and I really did get into it. And beforehand, I was not one of these athletic people. I was never good at sports in school. I was always one of these people that just hated PE. And I kind of started to do the exercise off of my own back. So at this point I was still in school, but I was almost ready to leave, so I did it for like the last year of school, and I did really get into it, and it really became part of my life. So obviously all of the exams would have been coming up around that point, and it was just long days and a lot of work. And when I needed somewhere to go, or I needed a bit of time to myself, rather than sitting down and watching the TV, I was more up for doing my exercises because it just made me feel better. And yes, it was hard work, but it kind of, after a while, has a bit of a backwards effect on how you think about things, and it really helped me. And after a while, it became a lot easier to do what I was doing. A tip for working out would definitely be to do it somewhere that you feel comfortable, because even though I was doing it for all that time, I never felt comfortable doing it running outside, maybe in a park or down the road or anything like that. I was never one to do it on full display. I'd always been quite I've wanted to keep it like to myself that I was doing it, and it was kind of like me time. I just wanted to do it for me. I was never up for going into a gym to do it. I just wanted to do it by myself on my own, and that's okay. Some people want to share it. It's like a social thing, and they want to go to the gym, or they want to go to the park. They like running in the park. That's completely up to you. That's fine. But for people like me, you know, who wanted to kind of do it on their own, there was no particular reason for it, other than, you know, I just wanted it to be me time, and I didn't really feel comfortable doing it out in the open like that. There's a comfort zone, but then there's making you feel really out of your depth, and you don't want to rush things. You just kind of want to take your time with things, and don't let anybody rush you or feel that you have to go to the gym if you want to work out. You can just do it in your own privacy. And if that's what gives you the confidence to do it that way, and perhaps later on you might want to branch out, or if you don't, you can continue doing it on your own, which is what I did, and it worked for me, then that's absolutely fine. My secrets that would just be for things in general anyway, but coming back to the fitness thing, is do things your way, and you're more likely to achieve your goal than following other people and feeling uncomfortable about what you're doing, and you might just end up giving up. So just do what you feel is right. Question is question 6, and which perfume is your secret weapon? And I kind of should have read down the list before, because I kind of already answered with the perfume. So if I hadn't have read the list, that would kind of be the same answer for 1 and 6. Yeah, so question number 1 and 6 would have kind of been the same answer. I would have said black opium, but for the sake of choosing something different for this next question, my second favourite perfume that I absolutely love, it is Lady Million, and it's this version of the perfume. I know there have been quite a few more out since. I think this might have been the original Lady Million, or one of the originals, I'm not too sure. I know they've brought out different ones since, but this one would definitely be my second go-to. Show us an item of clothing of yours which always turns heads. I don't know about turning heads, but I do have a particular item of clothing that I've been loving this summer, and since the weather's cooled down quite a lot now, I don't think I'm really going to get another chance to wear it this year, but I have got a picture on my phone which I'm going to show you guys. I would show you the real thing, but it's all screwed up and you won't really get the idea of it. So it is a dress, so I'm just going to go onto my Instagram and show you guys basically what the item is. And I've had quite a few pictures of it taken on my Instagram, but if you want to go and see what it looks like, the handle is at Miss Perfect Fashion _and _beauty if you want to go and see what that looks like. But there's quite a few different photos on there of the dress, and I just really love it. It's a simple summer piece. It goes with everything. It's super monochrome, which is what I'm loving and what I'm all about recently. And if I had to choose one item of clothing for the past season that I've been loving and which I feel most confident in, it would definitely be that dress. Question number 9 is who is my style crush? And I actually have quite a few, but I'm just going to pick 2 for the sake of this video. If you guys want to go and check any of them out, I will leave their Instagram handles down below for you guys, so you can go and check out their Instagrams. But my first one, absolutely my favourite, would have to be a fellow blogger. It's Lydia Rose. She is Fashion Influx. I absolutely love her style. She can pull off absolutely anything and like just make it look incredible. And I really envy her style and just the way she puts things together, and it's actually helped me develop my own sense of style. I mean, of course everybody always has one, but yeah, it's just really helped me kind of look at things differently and fashion and pairing different things together that I perhaps wouldn't have thought of before. And it's not necessarily like copying her style or anything like that. I have my own individual style, but it's kind of just like, if you like, inspiration, looking at other people, and you kind of just see how like they think of things when they look at different pieces, when they're going out shopping, or whether they're putting something together for a blog post. You can kind of start to recognise in yourself when you do it how these people get so good at what they do, creativity that they have. And I'm really starting to learn that about myself as well. So Lydia Rose would definitely be one of my favourite basically fashion inspirations. Absolutely love her style. And the second one is Victoria, who's in the Fro, and I absolutely am obsessed, which is quite different from Lydia. Lydia really likes her monochrome, as do I, but she knows how to kind of pair basic things up and make them look really detailed and intricate, whereas in the Fro is more kind of into more colour. I'm in between both of their styles. Quickly, since we're on the topic of blogs, I don't know if any of you guys would have known, but I did post across my social media this week that my blog is actually under renovation at the moment, and I'm not too sure whether the link is going to stay the same or if it is going to change, but I am actually redoing my blog, so it's going to be 1,000,001 times better, so I really hope you guys love it even more. But the usual blog is still up and running for you guys. I'm not too sure when the new one is going to go live. I've got a lot of work to do on it, and I'm spending most of my time getting it up and ready, so it's going to take a lot of my time, and I'm really loving it though, and I really hope you guys love it as much as I do. It's looking really good. I've gone with a completely different style of branding, and then over time my branding across all my different social media channels will also change with it, so I'm really trying to get it up and running for you guys. But that's just a little heads up for now, in case you visit my blog. I just want you to know that there's going to be something new and fresh coming fairly soon, within the next few weeks, so keep an eye out. And as always, I will link all the new links. I'll let you know down below, and also on my other social media if anything changes links wise. So of course you can go and check out the new blog. It's still going to be called Miss Perfect Fashion and Beauty. I'm just sort of taking it in a bit of a different direction, design and just basically presentation. I just want the blog to look at its best, so I'm just investing all of my time into it at the moment to try and get it up and running for you guys. Something that we don't know about you. If you do know me, you do know this, but I'm just going to tell all you guys anyway that I am completely obsessed with the Harry Potter series. I have all the books, I have all the films, I have all of the games. Literally, I am obsessed with it. I've been to the tour twice. I've been to the Universal Studios since it's been there once, and I'm planning to go back as well for my 21st. I'm absolutely obsessed. I think J.K. Rowling is such an amazing writer for there to be so many different layers and meanings to what she's written, and I just think it's absolutely genius, and I just love the story, and they will never get old for me, and it's just like reliving my childhood every time I see the film or read the book. So yeah, I'm completely obsessed. It's not really a secret, but it's something that means a lot to me. Yeah, I'm just obsessed. So that is all of the questions out of the 10 Little Secrets tag. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. I'd love to do more chatty videos like this, because I feel like you guys get to know me a little bit more on another level, which is kind of what I want this channel to be, as well as the makeup and beauty inspiration. I want it to be quite chatty as well. So if you guys did enjoy this style of video, then please give it a thumbs up, and I'll leave all links to the people that I mentioned down below. I'll also leave my links down below for you guys, and don't forget, the blog is changing, so keep an eye out on there. Of course, I will let you guys know when it all goes live, and I really hope you like the new blog. So yeah, I will say goodbye, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.